welcome to Spotlight on Newcastle County, which features all things Newcastle County, Delaware. I'm your host, Melody Kitchen. You never know who we're going to talk to or where we're going to visit. For today's show, I'm pleased to welcome NCC TV's newest team members, Wilmington University instructor Timothy Day, and student interns Michelle Magalon, Nash Chelapu, Catherine Lopez, and Mark Fantini. We'll begin today's show with Tim, who will be supervising the students. Thank you for being here today, Tim.
You're welcome.
To begin with, this whole partnership between NCC TV and Wilmington University film and broadcast students began about a year ago with a phone call from County Executive Tom Gordon to University President Dr. Jack Barcelona. Can you tell us how all of this came into fruition?
Well, at Wilmington University, we have a brand new program called the Co-op program, and what it does is it puts students in the workplace to get credit for their work that they're doing. And since that phone call took place, it got passed down to the College of Technology, which then got passed down to the digital film making major, which is where I teach. And we thought it was a great opportunity to get a group of students out in the workplace working with the county, producing, editing, shooting, and packaging work to put out on air.
Sure. Let me ask the obvious. How does this internship program benefit the students?
Oh, it benefits the students in many ways. One of our goals at Wilmington University is not only to get the students hands-on experience, but is to get them professional experience. So what this does, it gets them classroom time, academic time, and then it also gets them working with the county. They actually have, assignments from NCC TV, from the county executive, working with different state departments and actually producing work that is going straight to broadcast.
Sure. And, conversely, how would you say bringing in the students is going to benefit NCC TV?
Well, I think it's great because we have bright young minds coming in, brand new faces every semester that are bringing different talents, different ideas, different thoughts about shows, different ways of doing things, plus it gives more hands. I mean, it's hard to do production work with 4 or 5 people. When you double that with students, it gives you 8, 10 people to go out on shoots, and both Wilmington is getting great product and the county's getting great product.
Sure. What kind of experiences do you hope that the Wilmington University interns will gain from this internship?
I hope everything from producing, emailing, scheduling, all the parts of production that I try and avoid, to the hands-on camera, getting your hands on different cameras than we have at school. You have slightly different gear here, learning different menus, getting out in the field, meeting people, and then all the way to post-production. I mean, the different workflow as far as post-production, and then getting to see your work actually go to broadcast is such a big deal when you get to see that turnaround.
Now, you're the instructor for the students. What will your role be in regards to getting them through this internship?
My role is kind of acting as a liaison for Wilmington University. I helped with a lot of the scheduling, got the students lined up with interviews, got their resumes submitted. I worked with David Caffo, also from Wilmington University, who does the co-op program. I will help them schedule. I will get on shoots with them. My background is all mostly post-production and production, so I'll be there with them to help them kind of learn, and I'll make sure they're getting the academic side that we need to provide so that they're actually still learning on the job.
Sure. Now, how important do you think that this internship is to students in terms of learning and requirements for their degree?
Well, for the degree, it's a requirement, not necessarily to go through the Newcastle County TV, but to have an internship in your 3rd or 4th year, your junior or senior year, is a requirement just for your curriculum. So all of our students, whether it's an education major, all the way to digital film, everybody does an internship for at least one semester. The benefit to this is that we have 4 students who are getting to do their internship together, and work right down the street at the Newcastle studio.
Yeah. Would you say after graduation that this is a tough business to get into?
like anything right now, it's not necessarily easy, but if you do the work, I mean, it's really, really work-based. You are rewarded for putting in the time, whether it's spending an internship for a semester or two or doing a production assistant for free for a year. The reward is definitely pays off eventually. So it's you have to get your foot in the door and you have to work really hard. There's a lot of time that you have to put in to do production work and post-production work, but it definitely pays off.
Well, that's pretty much everything I want to ask you today. Is there anything you'd like to add before we move on with our next segment?
I think the one thing that it's not just these 4 students right now it is, but then we're going by semester to semester, so this is just a really great partnership that we've been able to establish that I think both Wilmington and Newcastle was looking forward to.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today, and we look forward to working with you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a short break now, and when we return, we'll be speaking with Michelle and Nash, 2 of the Wilmington University interns. Please keep it tuned here to NCC TV. We'll be right back after this short message. Thank you. Hello and welcome to NCC TV. I'm Melody Kitchen, the host of Spotlight on Newcastle County. On behalf of the crew, I would like to thank you for watching Newcastle County Television, the premier channel for local content in Northern Delaware. County Executive Tom Gordon has created NCC TV in its current form for you, the residents of Newcastle County and all of the state of Delaware as a public service. I want to encourage you to keep watching NCC TV, to which we'll be adding new programming in 2015. Look for new and timely episodes of Spotlight on Newcastle County, our continuing coverage of the Newcastle County Police Academy, new shows on the Paramedic Academy and the Mounted Patrol, as well as new episodes of Fix Up of the Week. In addition, a new show hosted by my colleague Wayna Dobson will feature your county at work and highlight the different jobs and services county employees provide for you. Lastly, I want to officially welcome the Wilmington University interns who just started working for NCC TV through a partnership fostered by County Executive Gordon and Wilmington University President Dr. Jack Barcelona. We are looking forward to many good things this year. For Director Tony Prado and all of the NCC TV crew, thank you for watching, and please stay tuned to your local channel. This is Melody Kitchen. Take care. Thank you for coming in today, Michelle and Nash. I know that you recently went with Josue and Steve, 2 of our NCC TV crew members, on a visit to public safety. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
It was really cool. We got to see how the paramedics they train really hard. So it was really cool to see that, and I thought it was really interesting to work with NCC TV too, and kind of organize something that would both benefit us and the paramedics.
Sure.
We really didn't believe how hard the paramedics actually worked to do that, how all the training that was involved. We have a whole
absolutely.
new respect for the paramedics, at least.
Now, are you both film or media majors?
Video and motion graphics.
And I'm a studio production major, which is,
Okay.
same idea.
Pretty similar.
So this is addressed to both of you. You can answer separately. What's your favorite part of production?
Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite part of production is, I like everything. I think the behind the scenes is really cool. I like being the camera guy. That's always fun. But then I also like directing. So it just depends.
Sure.
Yeah.
And what would you say?
I really enjoy the editing part. I can sit for hours and just sit there and edit. But I actually enjoy the camera work. I'm getting a little bit more experience with it, and I'm starting to really enjoy it.
What would you say you're both looking forward to most with this internship?
For me, it's to just kind of get more camera experience. I have some, but it's kind of cool to be able to work with someone else to create something different. And I know they have really, big dreams, so it's kind of cool to be a part of that.
Sure.
Same here. I really wanted to get behind the camera and get a little bit more experience with that. Looking to meet new people and some new contacts and just all the new experience.
Absolutely. And what would you say inspired both of you to pursue a degree in television production?
Well, when I first started, when I first graduated from college the first time, I went into the medical industry, and it really wasn't for me. And I had to be honest with myself, and I said, what would actually be fun for me and something that I would really enjoy doing? and I thought of movies, I thought of a lot of that stuff, and I just figured that I'd go give it a try. So I had to start all the way back over, go to school, but I ended up really enjoying a lot of the editing, a lot of different camera work, and I enjoy entertaining people.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I was kind of the same way. I went for psychology initially, and then when I found out Wilmington University had studio production, I was like, I'm gonna quit the brain work and go behind the camera. And no, it is really fun, and I really enjoy when you can tell a story too, with the production aspect of things,
Sure.
things like that.
And what do you both hope to do with your major after graduation? Have you decided yet, or?
I would like to do one of two things: either be able to produce my own little short films, or maybe become like a big director someday, or if not, get paid to travel the world and be able to see the world as well as broadcast it as well.
Sure, sure. And what about you?
Traveling, of course, that's always a good
Yeah.
thing. But again, I really like doing the editing and behind the scenes and anything pretty much like that.
Sure. Well, that should just about do it for now. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you.
And I know that it'll be a lot of fun working with you both.
Awesome.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
I'd just like to ask you a few questions about your internship here with NCC TV. Are you both media or production majors?
Media communications.
Yeah, I'm a digital film major.
Okay. And what would you say are your favorite parts of production?
Video editing is my most favorite.
Yeah. And what about you?
I actually love being in the field, setting up the shot, the sound. I really like all aspects of it in the field.
Sure. And what would you say are your strengths for film and production, and what are some things that you'd like to work on while you're here doing your internship?
I believe my strengths is still video editing, since I learned a lot from Tim Day. But as for trying to get my strengths and all that, I want to be camera work.
Sure. And what would you say?
I'd say my strengths are probably in the camera work side of things, and I could use a little more experience in editing.
Awesome. So you're both getting a little bit of both
Yeah.
worlds.
Yeah.
And what are you looking forward to most with your internship here?
Just gaining experience, so that way when it's time for me to go, I hope to like California, so I'm ready.
Sure.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I agree. The experience will be great. It'll be great to actually produce some stuff that people could see on TV.
Sure, yeah. I can see that. Now, what inspired you both to pursue a major in film or production?
It would have to be when I saw the movie The Godfather.
Yeah.
Just the whole cinematography and just everything. The fact that you can get to film, anything's like the 1950s or so. I was mesmerized by it.
Sure.
Yeah.
What about you?
I have another career that I'm actually coming towards the end of, where I could retire, and I've always loved film and wanted to do something for myself after
you
doing some other stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that should just about do it for today. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we wrap things up?
I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I just want to say how much I'm looking forward to working with the county and producing some good stuff for you.
Yeah, you guys seem really great. I'm really looking forward to working with you.
Thank
It's
you.
going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Spotlight on Newcastle County. I hope you enjoyed today's show. As you can see, we're excited about this new partnership with Wilmington University. Please keep it tuned to NCC TV for more news and information on Newcastle County, Delaware. This is Melody Kitchen. Thank you for watching. Take care.